podcast for your punk ass. Mixtape. If I see George Zimmerman, am I killing him? Leave him stranded like Gilligan? Yo, just spit the rhyme. Got me spitting all militant, I'm on the grind. All that other stuff is irrelevant when his ass is mine. You don't want me to mic check. I'm telling what I'll do, you don't know what to expect. All you know is how vital I am at snatching titles, running off the rails when I'm arriving and spiting divers. Yo, I spazzed at the gas house, cause they kept bragging about hashtagging how I'm ass out. So keep speaking in code to feds Pete. The man got rocked to bed when lead spread out the red Jeep. It's monotonous, I keep missing that plot twist. Cause love and hip hop really don't mix. Got my woman wondering what I told Gal Gadot. The shift comes swift, it's real hard to stop. And here's a little story that must be told. Yo, the block is mad hot, but the bodies is cold. Cottonmouth, the diamondback, and cats I be rhyming at are trying to put bullet holes all in my back. Yo, the world is going crazy. The world is going crazy. So Love Jones, I wrote so many poems. Now you gotta love me, leave me alone, leave me alone. Guess you can say OJ got away with murder more times than Shonda Rhimes could ever word it. Yo, a lot I forgot. Still earn my spot, they still trying to plot. They wanna rearrange the game, so I'm laying in the grave or locked up in a cage. Suicidal tendencies got them sending us memes. Homicidal entity with a song in the stream. Dalai Lama, brain trauma is coming on Trump. Bringing drama with mad commas, Obama's gone. The paparazzi got him popping oxy. They caught him copping down on Webster Avenue, up the block from Poppy. I'm not gonna cry over Mary J. Blige to see the ride of goodbye. Cause spitting verses is my sole purpose, so the whole world is nervous. Cause I'm universal like the soul circus. The world is going crazy. Yo, the world is going crazy. With Tell Ejiofor, a slave for 12 years or more. Rode the wave of all those that came back when underground rap was always under attack. My style was so ill they thought Mix was out scratched. Let the tone the time will be for the rhyme will lead. Let the sideshow begin, son, find a seat. Cause my man Joe's a junkie. He said, Beeks, yo, these drugs just hunt me down. And what kind of woman would want me? So he packed up his bags and moved uptown. Left another rap in anguish. Tone deaf to my rep and I'm rhyming in sign language. Cause now it's by the pound, they started off buying by the quarter. Hancock's the herb, I'll be the pain till it wanes shorter.
Rock and roll videos were sexist to the core. It's not just hip hop, it's our culture. We're loosening up the rules. Now if you go to Europe, you'll see boobs, women's breasts on a commercial. Only America would hang up on sex even though we spend more money on pornography than sports. We're sick, America. Free yourself.
The world is going crazy.
Do you want a Benz or do you want a bike? I get it.
Yo, the world is going crazy.
But at the end of the day, talent always still wins out.
Where's Beeks? Where in the hell is Beeks?
I am the greatest. Now, if every Muslim's a terrorist, and that means every white man's a supremacist, and that means every black man is a derelict, and I guess we all gotta be on the terrorist. I never was furious, but I couldn't resist. People look at Ollie Miggs and think that he's a terrorist. He might just be down with ISIS, radical and he's righteous. Dwelling with a sellout nice whip seems to happen in abundance when we travel to London. If he looks like an Arab, they assume that he's Muslim. If you see something, then say something. But if that something just ain't nothing, you need to stop fronting before you get confronted. But he shot up to the top of the watch list. Every spot we had ever chopped it up and got hit. The FBI that tried to get me to snitch. CIA said, stop playing, Beeks, we need you to flip. We need you to flip. The ATF, they even threatened my chick. So I told Homeland Security to suck. You'll communicate, yo, no manifesto to say or claim responsibility from the get-go. Okay. They won't take it from the front, they'll take it straight from the back. And they rape your information with the Patriot Act. They keep dissing him like some undisciplined American citizen. SEAL Team 6 soon they'll be sending in. Send them in, son. But we keep it easy like Sunday morning. And a shoe bomber would never destroy a pair of Jordans. He's Puerto Rican, yo, he grew up right across from Fordham. Not Pakistan or wherever the Taliban taught him. At the show, they surrounding the venue. Tries to stop us in the middle and won't let us continue. Like a suicide bomber that's in disguise, it's getting worse. It's harder to survive when spitting fire on high alert. Now if every Muslim's a terrorist, and that means every white man's a supremacist, and that means every black man is a derelict, and I guess we all gotta be on that terror list. We all gotta be on that terror list. They heard Ollie had that Mike and Molly. After the show, he almost got bodied at the after party. Desperate times call for desperate measures. People living in fear, but that leverage, it won't last forever. So I'm waiting on the world to change. I'm raising red flags up in the lab trying to blow up the game. Mothering drones, hovering, yo, he's under surveillance. Plus his brothers and everywhere his mother's been. Bronx slang, we're still bombing away. And the next show is live from Guantanamo Bay. So it might seem weird, but it's perfectly clear. It's like Osama bin Laden without the blood in the beard. They want to slaughter your whole tortoise, the rigor mortis, and die slow like a turtle just trying to run up on us. Hacking into the program we rapping in, slacking off, we're still be coming after him. It's been compared to several assailants on the subway train causing major derailments. Whoever reigns supreme is king in this Game of Thrones. Might not even want to live in the castle, who's safe at home. It's like a phantom, the flim-flam's inflammatory. And there's a pattern when 20 years is mandatory. It won't feel like you really tried to kill it, and shit gets real and even hard to deal with. A terrorist could exist in all shades and sizes. I'm not surprised by all this racial profiling. Shot up the club with bullets over tight dubs. Tonight we hype, everybody showing love. Like a suicide bomber that's in disguise, it's getting worse. It's harder to survive when spitting fire on high alert. And if every Muslim's a terrorist, then that means every white man's a supremacist. And that means every black man is a derelict. And I guess we all gotta be on that terror list. If every Muslim's a terrorist, then that means every white man's a supremacist. And that means every black man is a derelict. And I guess we all gotta be on that terror list. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Beeks.
Yeah, I forgot all about that guy.
Units heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported southbound.
Yo, that N is for that new world order of speech. Y is for them youngins always copping the plea. P is popular, is for possession of weed. D means dropping, get down to your knees. Yo, the N is for that new world order of speech. Y is for them youngins always copping the plea. The P is popular, is for possession of weed. And the D means dropping, get down to your knees. They shot Diallo, Zango, Mateo endorsement, Sean Bell, bumpers and buyers. They put them in coffins with Marley Graham, Eric Garner, Kinsey and Freddie Gray. They shot a Kai Gurley in the project staircase, and Michael Brown down in Ferguson, M.O. Tamir Rice out in Cleveland. He was 12 years old. Yo, Loggins in Madison, James in McKenna, Gregory Gunn in Montgomery, Alabama, Orlando, Castile. Facebook Live, and they dropped Walker Scott as he ran for his life. Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge. Yo, they hung Sandra Bland, the man got nothing to lose. So look out on Long Island. I told my nephew in Islip, after Trump told the cops only be nice to the white kids. So unclench your fists and don't try to resist when they slapped them bracelets right around your wrists. So Colin was kneeling as he felt the frustration, like when he walked along the platform at Fruitvale Station. Yo, that's deep, son. Whatever wasn't given, we getting. From the very beginning, when I'm spitting, I'm living. Cause I seen things you never seen, and seen everything you saw, and more than you ever dreamed of. Fought for you, man, cause a black man wouldn't stand for the anthem. While you online buying beer, getting high in the bathroom, please.
But just don't bring up police brutality. You see, that's how it works. So yes, it's a narrative, how it's spin to stay away from the original message, get off target, and focus on the distraction. So for many Americans, Kaepernick disrupted their entertainment. But democracy is disruption. That's how you get stuff done, because people in power are just not gonna give you stuff. You have to take it and make awareness from it. And that's what he did, but unfortunately, we never had those real conversations. That's my point about perspective. Now, if Tom Brady does it, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, they come out, there might be something different. Prove me wrong, but I highly doubt those big name quarterbacks get the big bucks who can have money to make a position. They're not gonna make one.
Oh, beautiful. When the beauty of it is who you kill. Life is spacious in certain places you never will. sky's the limit, limitations are given. They'll destroy your reputation, intimidating your women. You can't wave the pain when you go against the grain. When the tide's rolling in and amber waves the same. Separate water fountains for purple mountains of majesty. You never fell for the travesty. The fruited plains are above you and who you claim. America never loved you or whence you came. So I asked if America was her real name. And she reminds me of an old flame. Thy good, cause many brothers in my hood and plenty others are still chasing the crown. They never took a stand like I stood. Well, who could? Cause from sea to shining sea, you probably drown. Say, does crime pay? From the home of the brave and 12 years a slave. So maybe you can see what I ain't seeing. I'ma rock till I stop breathing, or at least till my region starts breaking even. Perilous, I'm referred to as a derelict. For all the heathens, the hobnobbers and heretics. Cause they believe I'ma breed apart like Merrill Lynch. And they still lynching my henchmen like they terrorists. So proud to hail how we either die or go to jail. We multiplied, then they divided before we set sail. Gunfights in the twilight was glass gleaming. Star stripes with crack pipes, we still bleeding. So gallantly and apparently we sound streaming. File sharing with rockets glaring, but what's that mean? So soundproof with the 4 pounds, so now who? Wanna clown their way uptown, it's true. Cause I'm still living here, I'm still living in fear. When all the smoke cleared, my flag was still there. The stars still spangled while I dangled away. So I tried a different angle, the cops got in my way. The ramparts we watch if you turn back the clock. My pants are still sagging while I'm grabbing my crotch. Through the spot with the bombs, I'm bursting in air. In the land of the free, the slaves are still here, come on.
What about the alt-left that came charging at the, as you say, the alt-right? Do they have any semblance of guilt? So what about the fact they came charging with clubs in their hands, swinging clubs? Do they have any problem? I think they do. You can call it terrorism. You can call it murder. You can call it whatever you want. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists. They had a permit. The other group didn't have a permit. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly.
When the Trayvon Martin case happened, you know, Michael Brown and Tamir Rice and all these different things happened, every single case, it's some little black asshole behaving like a savage, and he gets himself in trouble, shockingly enough. Whatever problems I might have with my fellow white people, they generally are not inclined to such behavior, and you know, you gotta kind of take that into consideration when you're thinking about how to organize your society. I'm trying to make myself more capable of violence. I'm here to spread ideas, talk, in the hopes that somebody more capable will come along and do that. Somebody like Donald Trump who does not give his daughter to a Jew.
Messed you up for this, that, and whatever. Slapped you up for this, that, and whatever. Smacked you up for this, that, and whatever. For this, that, and whatever. Your kids can never tell, cause you always tell them you fell. Roger Goodell should have him playing in the NFL through Rice more than twice when he wiped you on your wedding day. Not only Rice, they throw in your way his name Ray. You keep saying that you're staying together, but it's like he's Mayweather and you're Conor McGregor. Yo, it's like he's Sugar Ray and you're Roberto Duran. No woman should ever have to throw hands with a man.
Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Jovan Belcher brutally shot his girlfriend multiple times on December 1st. And then afterwards, he drove to the team's facility and shot himself in the head.
What?
He signs Josh Brown after he told you Josh Brown had told him he had abused his wife.
Adam Pac-Man Jones. In June 2013, he was arrested for punching a woman outside a bar.
Damn. It's sad to see him work you over like a heavy bag. Instead of breasts across your chest, it says Everlast. No explanation for your bruises or your broken nose. He keeps coming up with excuses and designer clothes. He's abusing you and using you until you go. But instead you stick around like nobody knows.
Kevin Williams. Kevin was charged with 5th-degree domestic assault on his wife on August 28, 2005. When officers came to his house, his wife had 2 injuries on her left arm as well as blood on her t-shirt. She claims he assaulted her for not wearing her wedding ring, and Kevin pleaded guilty in court.
You know, the young woman who accused Ben Roethlisberger of sexual assault said she tried to get away from the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback and made it clear she did not want to have sex with him.
Josh Brown had told him he had abused his wife.
Messed you up for this, that, and whatever. Slapped you up for this, that, and whatever. Smacked you up for this, that, and whatever. For this, that, and whatever. Bad choices are being chosen and it's frozen on. But your options are never open till you're moving on. It's astounding how he's pounding you until it hurts. Instead of pressing charges, it's his trousers and his shirts. He should be put away and never see the light of day. But every time he apologizes, you say it's okay. Your family's pressing, but you're guessing you'll just keep it quiet. Ain't nothing really domestic up inside, just violence.
Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Santonio Holmes was charged with misdemeanor domestic violence and assault. This was caused when the mother of his child told police that Holmes had choked her, thrown her to the ground, grabbed her arms, and slammed her into a door. However, the charge was dismissed in court because the woman was reluctant to testify against Holmes. She even asked that the charge be dropped. Miami Dolphins receiver Chad Johnson was arrested on August 11th for headbutting his wife over his purchase of a box of condoms. He pleaded guilty to no contest and was put on probation. Chad was dropped by the Dolphins immediately after his arrest though. Then the following May, he was arrested for violating his probation. He failed to contact his parole officer on 2 separate occasions. That resulted in a 30-day jail sentence. Daryl Washington. In May of 2013, police in Arizona received a phone call from a woman claiming domestic abuse against Arizona Cardinals linebacker Daryl Washington. She told the police that her collarbone had been broken by Daryl after he pushed her down to the ground. This happened just weeks after Daryl had been suspended for 4 games due to a violation of the league's substance abuse policy. Since the incident, he has yet to receive a punishment from the league for the domestic violence.
You look at him, and he can't look back at what you looking at. He's on his way home to take another crack at you. Just a smack or two blue like Ben McAdoo. You're in denial, child, please, but we ain't blaming you. Like a side chick on some slideshow. You're sliding inside and out of some fine hoes. Besides those, you only think you're disappointing the fans, but no woman should ever have to throw hands with a man.
AJ Jefferson. AJ's career with the Minnesota Vikings was over, following a heated argument with his girlfriend that ended with him choking her. The police were called to the scene and arrested Jefferson, holding him on a $40,000 bail. The team quickly decided to get rid of Jefferson while he went through the legal process, though the Cleveland Browns signed him before the end of the year. In court, Jefferson was charged with misdemeanor domestic assault and given a 90-day jail sentence, which was eventually suspended.
Whatever.
Jim Dunaway's wife murder case was not highly publicized. Before her death, Ms. Dunaway had won a divorce settlement that gave her 800 acres the couple owned, $1,800 a month in alimony payments, and half of Dunaway's NFL pension. In 1998, Nanielle Dunaway, Jim's wife, was found dead in a half-empty swimming pool. Although Jim wasn't indicted for the charges, his children filed a wrongful death lawsuit alleging their father was responsible for their mother's death. In 2012, Jim was found liable and forced to pay $579,000 to his children. The Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice was arrested on February 15th after an event in an Atlantic City casino where he punched his fiancée, now wife, Janae Palmer, and then dragged her out of the elevator while she was passed out. Originally, he was charged with third-degree aggravated assault charges, but he pleaded not guilty and was sentenced to a pretrial intervention program for first-time offenders. Originally, Ray Rice was suspended for 2 games, but after surveillance video was released, he got dropped by the Ravens and suspended indefinitely by the NFL.
Whatever.
It's not for us 48, 40 old heads and disco fever and, man, what? Skate King? We don't matter to him. What matters is my daughter who's 13, my son who's 19. There's a lot of young people buying this stuff on the internet. So we gotta get over ourselves. You see what I mean? But I get it. That's what we know. We gotta get over ourselves. But again, hip hop, you're trying to be relevant, trying to be cool. We're not. We're almost 50. I've learned that, and it's getting hard for me to teach hip hop because I'm getting so much older, and I just can't keep up. And that's what Lil Uzi Vert. You don't like his stuff, but he understands the culture, and that's why he's selling our stadiums in Orange County, Southwest Atlanta, Austin, Texas. It's not for you and me, Beeks. It's for these young people. And he sees it. He's making it now. Of course, I think my man Beeks will destroy him in a battle. But he doesn't care because it's not about that anymore. It's about what? Stacking chips. But for old heads like us, that's still the rudiment of hip hop. Can you freestyle it in the battle? However, commercial hip-hop is, can you get your record played on the radio? And that's why I love to watch the battle rappers. I turn into Sway in the morning when they drop those, they have those battle raps or they do a live freestyle. To me, at the end of the day, that's still what hip-hop is, but I understand for these young guys, it's not. I get it. It's almost like learning cursive. Why don't you have to learn it? Because we're on the computer. So apply that to hip-hop. Do you battle? Nah, I don't. Okay. Because I don't have to. I'm selling songs. I'm downloading my songs. I go to concerts. They're sold out. They're buying T-shirts. That's what counts, the bottom line. So it's a generational thing.
So many people, some big, some little, some small. So many people, some heavy, some skinny, some tall. So many people, some black, some white, some so many people. Sometimes some rise, some fall. You know the one living life so unlimited. Doppelganger of a gangbanger, which is the spitting image of any menace. Some are sentenced to death, an apprentice with baby steps. The cat that wept when his lady left. You know the master manipulator, the fast procrastinator, the favorite and player to be named later. The rack stacking, the hijacking, the rapper that's double platinum but can't afford a flat in Manhattan. Yo, there's mad people, son. The lollygagger, the carpetbagger, the bragger that nags, and all the baggage that comes with an ex-swag. You got the groper, the hand grabber, the man with moves like Mick Jagger on stage dancing with the band. The opportunist and pessimist that's pressing the optimist about the president and supremacist. The short shot, the shortstop, the cop, the shop steward, the top dog making it possible. So many people, some big, some little, some small. So many people, some heavy, some skinny, some tall. So many people, some black, some white, some so many people. And sometimes some rise, some fall. So many people, some big, some little, some small. So many people, some heavy, some skinny, some tall. So many people, some black, some white, some so many people. And sometimes some rise, some fall. The politician is politicking, polished and power-driven, or abolish the way you live. Stop bullshitting. The immigrant, the militant, the elephant in the room. Your deadbeat dad ain't coming back soon. Your wingman, your sidekick, your brother from another mother that you murdered for or die with. The southpaw with the glass jaw, the tool, the metaphor. It's never enough when you want more. Yo, Dave, where your people, son? You know the quack, the artifact, the whack, the dude that's rising up but won't call it a comeback. The steep climber, the sidewinder, the mime, the old timer, the passive aggressive staying on the grind. The schizophrenic, the bad lieutenant, the tenant that's playing tennis, the dread that just drank another Guinness. So stop, don't go any further. And a mile high up in the sky goes the iron worker. So many people, some big, some little, some small. So many people, some heavy, some skinny, some tall. So many people, some black, some white, some so many people. And sometimes some rise, some fall. So many people, some big, some little, some small. So many people, some heavy, some skinny, some tall. So many people, some black, some white, some so many people. And sometimes some rise, some fall. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So many it's like people. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. So it's like people. That, that. It's like that, y'all. It's not a competition. They used to say that about jazz. You know, they used to say music was, they call jazz, J-A-S-S, music for jackasses. Because why? You learn through improv. You bring your horn, I bring my horn, and we battle. That was hip-hop. Yo, who's that kid up in the Bronx? Yo, come, let's do this. That's black create. That's what we do. You didn't go to no class. Now you got hip-hop dance. Alfonso Ribeiro in the 80s, you could buy like how to break dance kits. That's capitalism, folks. When the capitalism comes in, it changes the game. And that's what happened to hip-hop. I'll never forget Rakim's page, that video, The Technique, women in bikinis. That's not Ra. Ra's 5%, and you know that's not him. But I get it. Don't sweat the technique. Look at the video. I knew from day one. Also, the award show. When Macklemore beat Kendrick, I said, son, I'm telling you, they did this in '88 when Fresh Prince won. He's trash.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I seen OGs using emojis, photographs from overseas, devoting to uploading. Cyber beef and even Skyping when your hype is tweeting. Yo, they fight for what they're typing like my sniper sleeping. And I'm peeking like the Zika virus. eyes only, trying to make it back to Coney like you shot Cyrus. An earshot they don't dare pop up. Yo, fear not, I turn your texts into teardrops. So snap back at your Snapchat. It's like a slap at a cat, throwing punches at your jaw crack. Front door to the floor mat owes your format. Hacking into your Mac to make sure that your muscle memory is random history they abandoned. The real way a man be handling beef. You got cats with emotional scars. The dialogue in your blog is a promotional farce. A few sparks in the dark always started the beef. Now Mark Zuckerberg is the king of the street. Maybe Tupac and Big could have lived their life if their killers was only busting shots in gigabytes. Claiming you was banging till the bell rang, I never knew you. Only star in the gang I ever knew was Guru. Bronx slang to the gang, I'm spitting black twang. All the way to the belt rang, I'm insane. Your war games in your mainframe with usernames. It's all encrypted, the sound shifted, it ain't the same. So who's to blame for the game change that came after Napster? We was all in the same game, they put out the pasture. Playing bills to Bill Gates. Bill Gates, to shield your Microsoft ways and how you spew hate. Instagram and your grandstand and your man and them posing with shooters like the cops ain't got a damn computer. You acting like I just got started. Like Jew Mans in the Bronx is what Dapper Dan's was to Harlem. You wanna dance, you better pay the band. Rappers building up their brand by boning our Kardashians. Yo, it's hard just staying alive in the concrete jungle where you die to survive. Undisturbed by the use of the N-word. Out is the N-word. Whether it ends in a guy or a girl, that's absurd, it's the same word I heard. Standing on the curb on Bruckner Boulevard, or walking with my crew on Arthur Avenue, or after dark when I got off the 5 train in Morris Park. The phoniest type felonious funk, and there's only more phony to come. In Chicago they shooting, in Flint, Michigan, all the water's polluted. They cover up, undercover the cover. They got it covered cause only one color's coming up. You better wait if you can't handle the weight. The blocks rock steady, you can't handle the pace. It's not the same scale for the tail of the tape, but you'd rather go to jail, it's the only place you're safe.
Don't go to Tower Records anymore, the night before, them days are dead. Social media has changed the game, the internet. I am still old school. So I tell my son, like Beeks said, these mumble rappers, but he says, Dad, lyrics don't matter anymore. Well, how do you know what the hell he's saying? Because I know for me personally, I don't know how many times I cite hip-hop artists in my class with some deep philosophical stuff. But I don't know what the hell Migos is saying.
My legs won't walk and my eyes they can't see. Ears can't hear, my voice just won't speak. Hands can't grasp, my arms just won't reach. The government wants war with people who want peace. I can tell they still jealous, the belly, it's all beast. The gangs are still banging, that killing, it won't cease. The game's still playing, beware the police. While my brain's still saying, prepare for more grief. I'm just trying to chill, I ain't let it spill for weeks. Fucking with them pills, them thrills wasn't for Beeks. And every politician that palms is all greased. If you put up, then you shut up, you probably get a piece. Like a fish without gills, how the hell can you breathe? You either ride, then you die, it ain't hard to bleed. Cats talking slick, but they all tricking for treats. So they end up getting high and try and die in their sleep. Your people try to tell you Big was ready to die. Yo, I never met the guy, but I cried for Bed-Stuy. Cause everybody seems so ashamed to show anybody love, that's how the game should go. So cats try to change, rearrange their flow. The game's kinda strange, you learn as you go. They making guns clap instead of clapping their hands. And you can hear the boom back from in back of the van. Cops running interference as you mirror the streets. But objects appear closer than they really should be, see? I hear rappers mumbling till they fumbling. But in the jungle they rumble instead of crumbling. It ain't about flipping or how you spitting your rapping. It ain't about your shoes or how you matching your fashion. I don't give a fuck what's happening in Manhattan. And I hate your clickbait and all your calling for action. I ain't running out of time, I ain't got no wristwatch. Took a bite out of crime and it sure hit the spot. Got pulled in a loop and I lost my slip knot. I'm the suicide squad cause the cops is dead shot. Started from the bottom, straight to the top. Back down to the bottom, sure happens a lot. The cats on my block be plotting non-stop. Like I'm living off them props I got from hip-hop. When I hear Abuela yelling, the novellas is on. Forget if it's the Telemundo or the Univision. I went to nights of prosperity, said goodbye to integrity. Honestly, honesty, reality, it'll never be. Just another casualty in this war called life. Like when bullets started busting and you brandished a knife. It's like when they packing up the brackets and your team's on the bubble. And I'm still shaving points till it's down to the stubble. Like the night Ken Blast had trouble with trouble. He was in the ambulance, intoxicated and humble. I seen Diddy change his name when his pockets got puffy. I seen Michael Jackson get murdered by Conrad Murray. Yo, it's like a bloodbath, it's the result of your wrath. When you under that type of thunder more than Kevin Durant. I seen girls mesmerizing with their backs on the mattress. I seen cats specializing just in weapons and tactics. At 18 to 18, like I was B.A. Baracus. When I first started rapping, I was way out of practice. But I was free to buy cheap, take a chance, and go long. Creeping around the streets until my dollar was gone. It's like they want to foreclose on a life I never chose. But chores are for the chosen. My flow was kind of frozen and my pride was just slipping away. I couldn't sleep but I was dozing, just keeping my eyes open. So I'm not even prepared for what I'm doing today. I'm not even prepared for what I'm doing today. Cause they pop you for your pies when they finish their spinach. Pillage your whole village, take the green out of Greenwich. Captains like Kirk when the stars on the track. Yelling Amber Alert when them bodies are snatched. And bedrock is the rock, paper, the scissors. Keep cutting up the rock, the cops will pay you a visit. I wonder why they're renovating the Bronx. The only place you find a synagogue next to a mosque. As I distinguish from ghetto phonics and broken English. Distinguishing between Charlie Parker and Charles Mingus. Distinguishing between street smarts and pure genius. Distinguishing how chores are for the chosen and my pride was just slipping away. I couldn't sleep but I was dozing, just keeping my eyes open so I'm not even prepared for what I'm doing today. It's like the podcast that I'm doing with Dave.
So just keep in mind that hip-hop, there's commercial hip-hop and there's hip-hop, there's lyricists, there's a wide range. Go to the internet, you can find it out there. So for me, I can go from Migos, I can go underground, go to battle rappers. At the end of the day, what I admire is what? The creativity.
And that's the end of the show, folks. The special podcast for your punk-ass mixtape hip-hop show. We'll bring you another episode as soon as it's humanly possible. Because without you, there would only be us.
The dark brown shades of my skin only add color to my tears. Oh, that splash against my hollow bones that rocks my soul. Looking back over my false dreams that I once knew, wondering why my dreams never came true. Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Oh, Lord. Oh, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Yeah. In this world of no pity, I was raised in the ghettos of the city. Yeah, oh Lord. Mama, she worked so hard to earn every penny. Yeah. Oh Lord, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black?